Today, I'm going to be trading Tyreek Hill to the Dallas Cowboys to see if he can win them a Super Bowl. And I mean, at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that Tyreek is the best wide receiver in the league right now. And considering the Cowboys already have CeeDee Lamb, I think this team is going to be pretty terrifying. But as you can see, we got Tyreek Hill on the Dallas Cowboys. And just like I said, I mean, with him on this roster, the Cowboys offense is looking absolutely insane. But there are some pretty tough teams in the NFC that we're gonna have to go through. I mean, Philly's still stacked, 49ers are absolutely loaded, so I mean, it's not like we're guaranteed to make the Super Bowl, but with a team like this, I'm expecting to at least make a deep playoff run. And it looks like the Cowboys went on an absolute tear, going 14-3, but the Eagles went 15-2, so they won the division. And we got to play the Packers in the wild card round, but I mean, no surprise, it looks like Tyreek Hill went on an absolute tear with the Cowboys. I mean, he had 1,500 yards for 15 touchdowns. But anyways, I mean, I feel like the Packers are honestly one of the last teams that I want to see in the playoffs as we're on the Cowboys. Hold on. Yeah, we're going backwards to start things off too. Getting smoked by Gary. But anyways, I mean, obviously on paper, the Cowboys by far have the better team in this game. But with that being said, it seems like the Packers kind of own the Cowboys at this point. And I mean, not to mention, it seems like the Cowboys also have a bit of a playoff curse right now. So I'm hoping we can break that in year number one. I'm going to try. That's going to be close, but we're going to find CeeDee Lamb. I mean, we got off to a pretty tough start on this drive, but it seems like things are starting to turn around here. I'm just going to keep it on the ground with Pollard after that, though. Run game is not going to be working today, is it? So for the second time this drive, Pollard's getting smoked, and that's also going to bring up a third down, so we kind of need this to work, but it looks like we're going to have Tyreek Hill wide open, so that's going to keep the drive going. I mean, if we can use this dude's speed to our advantage, I feel like we should be good here. I'm going to switch it up a bit here though. If Hill's open, that would be great, but I'm probably gonna go the other direction for CeeDee Lamb, and that's gonna turn into a touchdown for the Cowboys. So that's gonna give the lead to Dallas, and I can tell you right now, this Lamb and Hill duo is gonna be absolutely insane. We're coming back out here in the third quarter though. I mean, as you can see, we have a very close game right now. We're literally up by 1 point, so hopefully we can at least kick a field goal this drive. No way, dude. That might be a one-play touchdown. Hill's gonna get caught, though. Either way, that is what happens when you have Tyreek Hill on this team. I mean, that was honestly a pretty off-target pass from Dak. But, oh, dude, okay. I forgot that the run game is busted right now. I mean, after that, I think I'm just gonna stay away from the run game for the rest of this drive unless I really need to use it, because so far, nothing good has came out of the run today. We're gonna find Cooks, though, but that does bring up a third down. I mean, this is a situation where would be nice if the run game was reliable, but I'm gonna try and go for Tyreek Hill because it seems like every time I go his direction, he comes down with it, and it's gonna be the same story here. So that's gonna keep the drive alive, and just like that, 6 yards to go and we're in. I'm gonna try one more time and see if Tony Pollard can punch this in, but I honestly, hold on, that's a bit better. We're still getting shut down. I'm honestly just happy we didn't lose yardage off of that play like all of the other runs, but anyways, we only need 2 yards here, and it looks like Tony Pollard is gonna sneak in for a touchdown. I mean, he hasn't done a whole lot today, but that touchdown is going to extend this to an 8-point lead. And as you can see after that, it looks like our defense was able to get the job done. So it looks like the Cowboys are finally going to be breaking the playoff curse, and they're going to take down the Packers. But it looks like things are not going to be getting any easier for us in the divisional round, because now we play the Eagles, who are 15-2. If I remember correctly, though, we did end up splitting the season series with these guys. So, I mean, both teams have won a game, so obviously we still have a chance. I mean, they only have one more win than us, but still, I feel like this team is going to be a whole lot more difficult to take down than the Packers were. They also scored first, so we are down 7-0 right now. Let's go, Lamb. That is a huge play. Didn't think he was going to get that much yardage off of a play like that, but obviously we'll take it. I'm going to try something here, though. I mean, if that works out, that honestly might go. Come on, Tyreek Hill is so overpowered, bro. This guy is actually a cheat code. So that's going to go for the Cowboys' first touchdown of the game, and that's going to tie us up at 7. We're coming back out here in the fourth quarter, though. I mean, as you can see, it looks like this ended up being a very, very entertaining game. It's 40-35 right now, and we have a chance to take the lead on this drive. Hold on. Pollard, let's go. That's going to be a huge pickup. Considering both of these teams have very solid defenses, though, I thought this was going to be a pretty low-scoring game, but obviously this game has been pretty much all offense. I mean, even Pollard is playing a lot better than he was against Green Bay. I mean, the guy was pretty much useless against the Packers. I'm not even going to lie, but he has been on an absolute tear against the Eagles so far. I'm going to switch it up a bit here, though, and try and go for Hill, and it looks like we're going to avoid the contact. Third guy brought us down there, though. I mean, if he stayed up through that, that would have definitely gone for a touchdown. But anyways, I'm gonna run another play in the air, and it looks like we're gonna have CD Lamb wide open, so that's almost another one. I mean, I said this already, but I just feel like I need to say it again. This duo is absolutely terrifying, man. I mean, just wait until CD Lamb hits a 99 overall, and then we're gonna have by far the best wide receiver duo in the league. I mean, I feel like we kind of already have the best wide receiver duo in the league, but anyways, that touchdown from Tyreek Hill is gonna give the lead back to the Cowboys, and that's also Prescott's 6th touchdown of the game. But unfortunately for Dallas, after that, it looks like Philly did end up winning this game. I mean, we definitely put up one hell of a fight. This was probably one of the most entertaining games in playoff history. But I mean, on the bright side for the Cowboys to end off the first season, it looks like Dak did end up winning his first MVP. And it looks like the 49ers are going to go on to absolutely annihilate the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 2. We ended up re-signing pretty much all of our players in the offseason as well. So we basically have the same team as last year. So hopefully this time we can make a bit of a deeper playoff run. I mean, once again, it looks like the Cowboys had another pretty solid season, going 12-5. This time they're going to win the division, and we play the Giants in the wild card round. And once again, it looks like Tyreek went on an absolute tear with 1,500 yards for 11 touchdowns. But it looks like we're going to get the dub against the Giants. So now we play the 49ers in the divisional round. So I mean, just like against Philly, this is going to be another very tough game to win, because I mean, the 49ers, as I said earlier, do have one of the best defenses in the league. But I mean, as long as Tyreek and Lamb play well, I feel like we definitely have a chance in this one. I'm going to try and go for Tyreek to start this off, and it looks like that is going to be a first down off of a third down conversion. That's going to keep the drive going. I'm going to try and go the other direction this time, though. I mean, if Hill's open, I'll probably just go back to him, but I feel like that's probably the better option. That's gonna be a first down from CD Lamb. I'm telling you, man, I mean, I don't have to go for any other players. I mean, it seems like CD Lamb and Tyreek Hill, one of the two is open almost every time, but we're getting smoked by Bosa. I'm not even gonna lie, I did not see that man coming until we were already on the ground. But I mean, that's gonna make it 2nd and 21, and it looks like we're getting smoked again. Yeah, I knew this defense was gonna be a problem today, but so far Nick Bosa is just dominating our O-line. I'm gonna try and go for Hill here, though. I mean, we kind of need this to work, and it looks like that's gonna go for a touchdown. Oh my god, bro, I told you this guy is actually a cheat code. So that's gonna be another touchdown from Tyreek Hill off of a very important third down conversion to give the lead to the Cowboys. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though. I mean, once again, no surprise, we have another very tight game going on right now. It's 19-14, so we are down, but if we score here, obviously that gives us a lead. I mean, as long as it's a touchdown. I'm gonna try and go for CD Lamb here, though. Or Hill honestly might be open again, because this is the same play I ran last time for a touchdown. I'm just going to go for CD, though, because that is going to give us an easy first down. I'm going to try and go for a shot with Tyreek here, though. I mean, if this guy can get some separation, I think we all know what's going to happen, and it looks like... Come on. Okay, that sucks. I mean, if he had that, that probably would have gone for a touchdown. But either way, I'm going to try and go back to him here. Actually, we're going for Lamb. We got smoked, but it looks like we're going to find Cooks. Or that was Gallup, not Cooks. For some reason, I thought that guy was wearing number 3. But anyways, I'm going to go for a run with Pollard after all of that. And it looks like we're getting swallowed up by Nick Bosa. So that is going to set us back quite a bit. I'm going to try and go for Hill here, though. I mean, it seems like this guy's been really reliable at getting first downs for me today. What a grab. So, I mean, that keeps the drive alive. So, just like that, 12 yards to go and we're in. I'm honestly going to try and go back to him here and see if that can work out for a touchdown. Let's go. He's going to hold on to it. I feel like that was kind of dangerous. I probably shouldn't have thrown that. I mean, if we didn't have Tyreek Hill, that wouldn't work out. But we do have Tyreek Hill, so that's going to be a touchdown to give us the lead. But unfortunately for us, after that, it looks like the 49ers were able to win this game. I mean, we've had some pretty tough playoff matchups, but it seems like every game we've lost has been very close. But anyways, on the bright side for Dallas, for the second season in a row, it looks like Dak Prescott is going to be winning MVP. And it looks like the Chiefs are going to go on to beat the Lions in the Super Bowl this season. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 3. I mean, this team is still pretty much the same as it was when we started. And every time we lose in the playoffs, it feels like we barely lose. So hopefully this season we can get over that hump. I mean, I feel like we're definitely getting close. And it looks like the Cowboys had their best season yet, going 14-3 to win the division. And this time we're going to get the number 1 seed. And once again, no surprise, Tyreek Hill went on an absolute tear with 1,400 yards for 8 touchdowns. But it looks like we're going to be taking on the Arizona Cardinals in the divisional round. And it looks like we're going to sneak away with the win. So now we play the Niners for a trip to the Super Bowl. Obviously, once again, though, this is going to be a very tough game to win. But on the bright side for us, obviously, this time we do have home team advantage. So hopefully that can make a bit of a difference. I'm going to try and go for a shot with Cooks here, though. If he's locked up, I can probably go for Lamb. I mean, somebody's got to be open off of this route. And it looks like Cooks is probably going to be the best option. I mean, that was definitely a huge play. I'm going to see if I can get another huge play. Hopefully Hill can get open here. Actually, no, that should work out. Come on, Lamb, get that. He dropped the ball. I mean, that really sucks because that is going to bring up a 3rd down. I'm going to try and go for Tyreek Hill here, though, and hopefully he can keep the drive alive. Oh, dude, we're getting sacked. I mean, that was a very disappointing way to end a drive, but thankfully the Niners did not score. So it's still only a 7-0 game. Oh, we got to rush that off again. This defense is on my ass, but it looks like we're going to have Lamb all the way to the 26. So, I mean, that is clearly a huge play from the Cowboys. 26 yards to go and we're in now. Come on, Hill, open, wide open. Let's go. That's another huge play. Okay, so I mean, just like that, 6 yards to go. I know I should probably just keep this on the ground, but I'm gonna try and go for Ferguson here and see if yeah, that's not happening. But Dak is gonna get in on the ground for a touchdown. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna get stopped at like the 2-yard line or something, but either way, that is gonna tie things up just like that. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter, though. I mean, once again, just like last time, we have another very close game. But on the bright side for us, this time the Cowboys actually have the lead. And I mean, if we can score another touchdown here, that is going to extend this to a 2-score lead, which will be pretty big right now. Oh, no, we got to go on the run. Actually, that might work. Come on, Hill's going to be wide open, so that's going to save us. On the downside for us, though, it looks like San Fran did end up forcing a 3rd down after that, so it's 3rd and 10. I'm going to run this play, though. I mean, either Lamb or Hill should be open. It looks like we're going to have CeeDee Lamb, so that brings it to the 9. I mean, at this territory in the field, I feel like this play should work pretty well. It's been pretty unstoppable today, so hopefully it can work again here. We just avoided Bosa, but it looks like we're gonna find Hill once again for another touchdown, and that one right there is also gonna extend this to a 2-score lead. So that's a very important touchdown for the Cowboys. After that, though, I mean, as you can see, it looks like San Fran ended up forcing overtime. We're actually in double OT right now, but we have great field position. Both teams have already scored, so I mean, if we can get a touchdown here, that is gonna put things away, and it looks like we're gonna hit CeeDee Lamb for the game-winning touchdown, which is gonna send the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl. So it looks like we're finally gonna get a revenge over the 49ers. Job is still not finished, though. I mean, we still have one more game to win. But anyways, to end off year number 3 this time, it looks like Lamar Jackson's gonna be winning MVP, and it looks like we're gonna be taking on the Houston Texans in the Super Bowl. I mean, this is probably gonna be the best chance that we get, so we gotta make sure we get the job done here. Tyreek Hill is gonna be wide open, though, so that's a huge play, and he's still going. I mean, it's looking like Tyreek is hungry for a Super Bowl. This should make for a very good game here, though. I mean, as you can see, Texans did already score, so we're down 7-0. Come on, Lamb, get there. That's going to be a dot. That was almost a touchdown. But anyways, the other thing I was going to say is they did get the #1 seed in the AFC. So this is like the two best teams in the playoffs playing each other right now. Obviously, that did not work for a touchdown, though. So I'm going to try and go for Ferguson here. And hopefully he isn't locked up. That's gonna... Bro, Dak, what was that? I mean, that was easily one of the worst throws that I've seen in my life. Hopefully we can punch this in here. I'm just gonna keep it on the ground. And it looks like Pollard is getting shut down again. And clearly the defense is gonna make us work for this touchdown. But I did not come all this way just to kick a field goal. So somebody better be open here. I'm just keeping it on the ground. I mean, they're going to give us a perfect path with Prescott, so that's going to go for a touchdown. So just like that, the Cowboys are going to tie things up. I feel like this game is probably going to come right down to the wire. And I mean, as you can see, it looks like this game is definitely going to come down to the wire. We're all tied up at 28 right now with 1:53 to go. And we're going to have CeeDee Lamb wide open, so that's going to put us in scoring position. I mean, at this point, I feel like we... Hold on, give me that. That's a first. That is a first. I honestly thought we were just short of the first down there, but either way, I don't think we're going to be able to run the clock down a whole lot here. I would like to, but it seems like they're just going to keep calling timeouts. I'm just going to keep running it either way, though, because I mean, if we get stopped, that is just going to burn another timeout, but it looks like we are going to get Pollard in for the touchdown. That is going to give the lead to the Cowboys with 1:37 to go, but I wouldn't celebrate just yet because this Texans offense has been on fire today. But thankfully for us, it looks like our defense was able to get this stop. So that's going to finally give Tyreek Hill and the Cowboys a well-deserved Super Bowl. Texans were so close to sending this thing to OT, though. I mean, they got stopped on 4th down at the 25-yard line. So Stroud put up one hell of a fight. But either way, as you can see, to end off year number 3, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys are finally going to be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 4, which is going to be the final season of this video. And as you can see, heading into the final season, this is what the team's looking like. I mean, the offense is absolutely loaded. And on the other hand, I mean, obviously, same story still goes for the defense. I mean, with a roster like that, I am expecting this Cowboys team to still be absolutely terrifying. I mean, we are coming off of a Super Bowl, and I'd say we have a pretty solid chance at running it back. And once again, it looks like the Cowboys had another phenomenal season, going 13-4 to win the division and once again get the #1 seed. To end things off, I mean, it looks like Tyreek is not going to be slowing down at all today. He had 1,400 yards for 11 touchdowns. And it looks like we're going to be taking on the Seattle Seahawks in the divisional round. Seahawks did score first, so we are down 7-0 though. I'm going to try and go for Hill here. And hopefully this play can work out. We're going to get a block, and we're going to have Hill wide open. So that's a pretty big play. I'm just trying my best not to underestimate Seattle, because, I mean, they do have a pretty solid team right now. So I got to take them seriously, or they will probably burn us. Going to try and go back for Tyreek here, though. I mean, if Lamb can get open, that would be awesome. But I feel like Hill is probably going to be our best bet. And it looks like that's going to be another first down from Hill. So that's going to bring it all the way to the 25-yard line. I'm going to try and finish it off right here with Lamb. If this works out, it should go for a touchdown. Even if he's locked up, I feel like we should have Hill. But it looks like nobody is going to be on CeeDee Lamb. So that's going to go for a touchdown. And just like that, the Cowboys are going to tie things up. And on the downside for the Cowboys after that, it looks like the Seahawks did actually go on to win this game. I mean, we only lost by 3 points, but that's what I was kind of afraid of. I mean, this was a sleeper team. But anyways, to end off the final season of this video, for the 2nd season in a row, it looks like Lamar is going to be winning another MVP. And it looks like the Raiders are going to go on to beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.